Malami, prominent Nigerians to face persecution for financing terrorism. It's happening. So in this country of ours, there's a very prominent Nigerians. Apparently, it's sad to tell you that they're mostly from the north, mostly from a particular religion, mostly have a particular mindset and belief, who feels that just like Minister of Communication, they have the same mindset, the same ideology, that when other people die because they don't believe in what they believe in, it's okay and they are quite happy. And so these particular individuals have been the one financing the terrorism going on in Nigeria. And it's not a known, it's not just a today's thing that the government is just getting to know about. No, they've been aware. But because, I'll give you a little gist. Nigerian government has written to the US that some people in Nigeria are trying to break up Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. But guess what? The video that Pastor Paul Adefarati made talking about how scam the Nigerian constitution is has transit beyond what the federal government were trying to portray. And guess what? They replied Buhari. So that is the US, UK, and EU replied Buhari, go and have a discussion with your people. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you so much. Malami, prominent Nigerians to face persecution for financing terrorism. The cable had reported that about 400 businessmen were arrested for funding Boko Haram insurgents and banditry in the country. The businessmen were reportedly arrested in operation being coordinated by the Defense Intelligence Agencies and in collaboration with the Department of State Services, DSS. Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit and the Central Bank of Nigeria. The operation was said to have been approved by President Muhammadu Buhari in 2020. While feeding questions from State House correspondents in Abuja on Friday, Malami said the arrest of some of the suspects followed the recent conviction of Nigerians for financing terrorism in the United Arab Emirates. According to Malami, the investigation, which he said is ongoing, has uncovered enough evidence to prosecute some high-profile Nigerians across the country. As you will actually know, some time back, there were certain convictions of Nigerians involving in terrorism financing in the United Arab Emirates, Malami has said. That gave rise to a wider and far-reaching investigation in Nigeria, and I'm happy to report that, arising from the wider coverage, investigations has been concluded in Nigeria. A number of people, both institutional and otherwise, were found to be culpable, and those who have been funding this unit. I mean, reasonable grounds for suspicion of terrorism finances have been established or perhaps has been proven to be in existence in respect of the transitions of certain higher profile individuals, businessmen across the country. I am happy to report that investigation has been ongoing for long and it has reached an advanced stage. Arising from the investigation, there exists certain reasonable grounds for suspicion that a lot of Nigerians, high-profile individuals, are involved financing and are being profiled for persecution. In a sense, it is indeed true that the government is prosecuting and indeed initiating processes of prosecuting those high-profile individuals that have been found financing this group. It is indeed true. The AGF, that is Attorney General of the Federation, however, did not state the number of suspects that are being investigated. As the number of investigation is ongoing, it has been concluded before one can arrive in a certain number. But one thing I can tell you for sure, it is a large number. They are being profiled for prosecution, he said. It is indeed a large number, and I'm here to tell you that the numbers are still ongoing with exact who are those involved. He added that the federal government will invoke the full rights of the law on anyone found corporate or related in sponsoring terrorism in the country. The message is clear. Nobody will be spared. No stone will be left unturned. The message is clear. Nobody is going to be spared. No stone will be left unturned. We shall certainly aggressively pursue those that are involved in terrorism financing, as well as Nigeria is concerned, Malami has said. So this is the Attorney General of the Federation talking about those who have been sponsoring this activity in Nigeria and what the plans are at the moment and what is ongoing. If really truly those who are really sponsoring it, starting from the presidency, okay, are really unspared. Because again, let me tell you something. The world is watching Nigeria and they are trying to see how Nigerian government will show, your child gets to a certain age and you entrust the child with some responsibility that this child will be able to decide and take some decision and you know the right thing to do. Yes, you might see the child is trying to make a mistake, but you intentionally stay out and see what step the child would take. And if it's absolutely crucial, then you can step in. But until then, you step back a little and allow the child to make a decision. That way it's called growth. The child is becoming mature. So this is what nations of the world, developed country, are watching the developing country make the decisions. And so whether they are trying to just, rattle it a little bit, make you feel that, and anyone who has not been playing balls becomes begin to fall, becomes the scapegoat. Because whether you like it or not, when you shake the mango tree and there's ripe fruit, it will fall. Yes, even when it's unripe, even when the mango tree is the fruits are unripe, even some that are black and just coming up and all that, if you shake it vigorously, will still fall. So we hope that this is not another dust to make it look like they are doing something. They are really working at it to ensure that they get rid of these people. Meanwhile, the real bosses are protected. This is Nigeria now. Again and again, Malami has been involved in a lot of scandals, bribery and the rest. But because he has affiliation with the bosses at the top, nobody, even the time the former ESCC boss, was being persecuted and all that. He mentioned Malami. He mentioned the scandal Malami was in. But guess what? Cleverly, they covered it. Nobody brought it up. If it was advanced country, immediately Malami will be suspended and put under investigation while an acting person comes into his office for the time being. But in Nigeria, who checks those? Who ensure that things are done decently and in order? Nobody really truly. So these are part of our big problem. And then God will really help us. We'd like you to leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Bye for now.